This is raw, unfiltered scientific proof of what the pyramids were really built for. This is what a real Egyptian tomb looks like. Dark, enclosed, and filled with hieroglyphs. But this is the Great Pyramid of Giza, the biggest tomb in the world. The closer you look, the more you realize that this pyramid was definitely not made for burying the dead. Why? Because the materials used to build it are exactly what we use today to create electricity. Let's break it down. Giza was once covered in bright white casing stones, polished to perfection and virtually airtight. These stones were made of limestone from Tura, a quarry 500 miles away. Wait, what? They dragged stones the length of Florida just to make the pyramids look nice and shiny? Not quite. This special limestone from Tura has less magnesium than regular limestone, making it an ideal insulator of electricity. Oh, and it also reflects sunlight, keeping the inside cool. Coincidence? Maybe, but let's keep digging. The interior chambers of the pyramid were built with rose granite, which contains asterisk 85% quartz. Quartz is piezoelectric, meaning it generates a small electric charge when moved or squeezed. The same quartz we use to power wash batteries and barbecue lighters. But that's not all. Granite also ionizes the air inside the chambers, further increasing the conductivity of electricity. And guess what? This granite was sourced from Aswan, another quarry hundreds of miles away. Now here's where it gets weird. The granite slabs inside Giza have these strange structural designs that don't exactly look decorative. In fact, they're incredibly difficult to make. Why would you build a roof like this using 80-ton stone blocks from hundreds of miles away when you can't even see it from inside the chamber? Historians claim these were relieving chambers meant to prevent the room from collapsing under the weight of the pyramid. But here's the kicker. The chambers below had no such relief. On the other hand, if you were somehow able to apply pressure to these chambers, you'd get an electric charge from the quartz. A lot of it. But electricity can't just exist on its own. To utilize it, you need to direct it through something. Enter copper, a metal often used in wires to conduct electricity. And guess what a remote camera revealed in the pyramid's narrow shafts just a few years ago? 2 copper handles embedded into the stone at the end of the shaft, the only metal ever confirmed in Giza. Oh, and there's also what appears to be a wiring diagram painted on the side of the shaft. Modern Egyptologists claim these handles were used with ropes to pull jars up the shaft. Seriously? They're really reaching at this point. These shafts have no confirmed purpose. Some call them air vents, but some don't even lead to the outside. And in 2013, former Egyptian Antiquities Minister Zahi Hawass was accused of stealing artifacts from the pyramid. Among the rumored stolen items? Long copper wires. Strange, right? Just what you'd need to complete an electric current. So, were the pyramids built as giant batteries? I mean, we have all the pieces, insulators, conductors, and materials that produce electricity. But how would this battery even work? Enter aerospace engineer Chris Dunn, who popularized the Giza power plant theory. Dunn didn't just speculate, he used hard science, numbers, and even a scale model to prove it. Here's how it works. The pyramid is a coupled oscillator, a device connected to a larger vibrating body, like the Earth, to transfer energy between them. The Earth vibrates, producing frequencies through seismic activity, Schumann resonances in its electromagnetic fields, and even the movement of water underground. The pyramid was built directly above underground aquifers with powerful flowing water. Convenient, right? The process starts in the subterranean chamber, where flowing water and seismic activity create vibrational waves. These waves resonate throughout the pyramid, maximizing its center of mass. And guess where Giza sits? At the center of the world's landmass. Coincidence? Maybe. But here's the real kicker. Traces of zinc and hydrochloric acid were found in the shafts leading into the Queen's chamber. Dunn suggests these chemicals were poured down the shafts and mixed in the chamber, triggering a chemical reaction that releases hydrogen gas. The gas travels from the Queen's Chamber through the Grand Gallery and into the King's Chamber, compressing the granite quartz and creating piezoelectricity. Vibrations from below would trigger resonators in the Grand Gallery, likely 27 acoustic devices placed in the empty slots found there. The compressed quartz would create a spark, energizing the hydrogen atoms into a microwave energy beam. This beam would travel through a 4.8 by 8.4 inch watertight shaft, conveniently the perfect size for hydrogen microwave wavelengths and the exact dimensions of what we call a waveguide today. And let's not forget, granite is harder than steel. Cutting a shaft like this with ancient technology? Near impossible. These microwaves would resonate in the King's Chamber, tuned to a specific frequency using those layers of stones in the roof, the same ones historians call relieving chambers. The sarcophagus in this room may have acted as a high-voltage source, like the Baghdad battery, further ionizing the hydrogen and making the room superconductive. And the gold-capped tips of the pyramids? Perfect conductors attract electricity and send it into the atmosphere. Sounds like science fiction, right? Until you realize that in 2018, studies proved the pyramids can focus electromagnetic energy in their internal chambers and directly beneath them. That's real, quantifiable scientific evidence. Many archaeologists also report electromagnetic readings inside and above the pyramids. So, let's recap. The pyramid's exterior was made with an insulator, the interior with conductors, and the chambers with materials that produce electricity. Are these all just coincidences? And even if we did have electricity generated in the pyramids, how would this energy be distributed for everyone to use? Here's another twist. Nikola Tesla, the father of modern electricity, may have known the answer. Tesla believed in wireless energy transmission and even built the Wardenclyffe Tower to test his theories. Some say he was silenced before he could reveal the full potential of his discoveries. Could the pyramids have been an ancient version of Tesla's vision? And let's not forget the Serapeum of Saqqara, another mysterious structure in Egypt. This underground complex contains massive granite boxes, each weighing over 100 tons, with precision cuts that defy explanation. Some researchers believe these boxes were used for energy storage or resonance experiments, further supporting the idea that ancient Egyptians had advanced knowledge of energy manipulation. So were the pyramids tombs, power plants, or something even more extraordinary? The evidence is stacking up, and the truth might just rewrite history as we know it. What do you think? What if the pyramids weren't just tombs, but ancient power plants harnessing the Earth's energy? And what if Nikola Tesla rediscovered their secrets thousands of years later? The truth might be closer than we think. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning.